Hey, Mike with Daycare here, and today's video I'll be walking you through the top 10 best daycare room setup ideas, so let's get into it. Now, a couple of things before we jump into our list. First of all, you really want to understand that not having ideal setups in your daycare program can lead to potential issues, and if you do optimize your setup, there's several benefits that you can see. So some of the potential issues that can happen if you don't properly set up your daycare rooms could be that children are feeling isolated, they might feel lonely and bored, and they might struggle concentrating as well. And some of the many benefits include things like giving the children the feeling of an individualized approach to learning. It gives you the ability to cater to children with specific needs or special needs, or maybe children that need a quiet setting throughout the day. It can even lead to more enhanced social development and learning for the children in your program. So definitely implement these daycare room setup ideas for the best results. So the first room setup idea you want to have in your center is a nap room. So again, like it sounds, this is specific for napping and nap time throughout the day. So you want to make sure that this room has comfy places to sleep, maybe mats or even cots for the children. You want to make sure it's a quiet area. And you might also want to get some white noise machines to help children nap while potentially other children are busy throughout the day in your center. The second room you want to include is a feeding area. And so this is a great place for children to socialize. Typically you want to include a longer table so a bunch of children can be next to each other and engaging with each other. You want to make it a bright, colorful, and fun environment. And you might want to have this area close to the cleaning supplies and storage areas in your center as well. The third room you want to have is an open activity room. And so this allows for children in your program to get active. You might want to include things like different areas for them to play on as well. So maybe you have some areas with soft mats, some areas with hard floors, just so you can accommodate different activities that you have in your center. Make sure it's a larger area as well, and then you can have different activities going on for multiple children and even break it down by age range if some activities aren't age appropriate for a portion of the children in your center. The fourth setup idea is a sensory area. And so this can include a lot of different things. It could be a section for arts and crafts, maybe a section for music. You might have sensory bins here as well that children can play with. Different things that can help them develop motor skills and their sensory skills. The fifth room you want to include is a library or a reading area. And so you want to include a variety of books in this section. You also want to have comfy seating. Maybe it's beanbag chairs or soft chairs for the kids. You might also include small tables for children to draw, as this could be a writing area or drawing area and reading area all in one. And helping children learn basic reading skills is definitely something parents will get excited about as well. The sixth room type you want to include are a block area. So again, this can help you develop fine motor skills with the children. You want to include a variety of block types. So maybe you have bigger blocks for smaller, younger children. And even for the more advanced kids, you might include Legos to help them further develop their creativity and fine motor skills. You also want to include some storage area here so children can help put away the toys and develop that responsibility as well. The seventh room type you want to include is a diapering area. So if you're dealing with a lot of young children in your program, many of them will need diaper changes throughout the day. So you want to set up this station with several tables or several changing areas. Likely you want to include sinks as well, making it easy to quickly wash up after this task. You also want to include some storage areas in this room to store all the different diapers and cleaning materials. But this is a great room type to include as well. The eighth room type is a dedicated storage area. Now, depending on how many children you have in your program, this room may be bigger than others or just a small portion of a room, but likely you're going to need several types of supplies in your daycare program to run it effectively. So you might store excess toys here, art supplies, excess food, cleaning supplies, and much more. But having a dedicated storage area is nice. It can keep the children out and away from anything potentially dangerous, and it helps keep you organized as well. The ninth type of room you want to include is a toilet area. And so in a daycare center, you're going to have a lot of children using the bathroom frequently. So you want a dedicated area for this in your center. Likely you'll include several different toilets here. You might also include multiple sinks as well, making cleanup time a breeze. You also might want to include different storage areas here to store things like paper towels and other cleaning supplies. Make sure this room also has good ventilation, because if you have a lot of children going in this room throughout the day, you're definitely going to want to keep it ventilated ventilated. Now the 10th room type isn't technically a room in your center, it's actually an outdoor play area. And so getting children access to the outdoors is a great thing to include in your program. It can help them burn off excess energy, it can help them develop social skills, playing with the other children, it can help them develop teamwork if you're playing team-based games outside, and some extra fresh air is always good for the children as well. But again, hopefully you enjoyed this video and implement these ideas in your daycare rooms throughout your center. It can keep the children engaged and create a better learning environment and experience for them throughout the day. And so if you like this video, hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you'd like even more training tips and resources to help you build a successful daycare center and childcare program, we have a bunch of free resources in the description below this video. So things like parent newsletter templates, daily schedule templates, all kinds of different forms that you'll use throughout your program. And on top of that, we even put together an ultimate guide to childcare management. So if you'd like to learn how to automate and optimize your childcare management system, check out the link in the description below to download that free guide. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new videos we put out to help you build a successful program. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.